Christmas is fun. Christmas is magical. Christmas is long lines and travel delays and unexpected guests for dinner. Christmas should run smooth and be organized. I'm James Lott Jr., the Super Organizer, and this is the Super Organizer Christmas Show on the Christmas 24/7 channel.
Yes. Your ears and eyes are not deceiving you. I am a giant taco wearing a Santa hat. Oh! I love it. Welcome to the special edition of the Super Organizer Halloween Show. That's right, on the Christmas 24/7. I'm James Lott Jr., Super Organizer, and welcome. Yes, look at our background. Look at I'm a giant taco. So you want to go to my Super Organizer page on Facebook or Twitter, and you will see the full costume. And me and Steven are thinking of some stuff to do with the costume, obviously, me in the costume, so you get that. But yes, this is on popular demand. People were asking me Halloween questions, storage questions. So I was like, well, let's do it here and talk about it. So it's a special episode, so we're kind of veering off from actually Christmas. But you see, Christmas is here. This is my other I'm a man of many hats. And here's another hat that I have here. I'm here for the booze. If you've noticed in the past episodes that I've been having this cup here because it's like Halloween's the gateway to the holiday season. Once it's Halloween, then soon it's going to be Thanksgiving and then our wonderful favorite holiday, Christmas. Also, I wanted to have candy canes, but the shipment didn't come in time. So I have some jelly beans and stuff for give out for Christmas and for Halloween. So that'll be there all season, and we're counting down to Christmas. And we're going to talk about some great stuff. So it's like what work we use together. It's Hallowmas. It's Christmas ween. I don't know. I think it's some word. You let me know. Comment below. We're going to talk some tips. Okay, number one. So I'm going to go step by step because these are actually answers to questions that were asked of me, to me, at me, whatever the words are. I am educated. I did go to college, but sometimes I don't know the language. I go there. So we're going to talk about that. So first, it's bins. Because everyone's like, I bought some bins. Now, I'm going to show you some bins that are out there that are not expensive. We can totally get them at Target or Big Lots or whatever. Here's a big, giant tip to holiday organizing. I like having colored bins for each holiday. So for this holiday, which is Halloween, I go with orange, clearly, for pumpkins and stuff. You can also go for fall. If you don't do a Halloween, you do fall, and Halloween's part of it. That can go for that too. I like I like red for Christmas, kind of my thing, Christmas, New Year's. Spring, St. Patrick's Day, all that kind of stuff, I do green. I like pink for Easter, because of Easter eggs and stuff like that, pastels, kind of color there. So you get the idea. It's kind of like so then here's two ways that's wonderful. One, I love the clear bin thing, so you can see what you have. That's number one. You can see what you have. And these different ones, they're Sterilite. Some of these are called Halloween totes. You can go online on Amazon or Home Depot, and they'll say Halloween totes. I love these because they're sturdy. Anything with handles. Don't get the bin. They have bins that don't have handles. I don't like those. These have handles. They're easier to grab. And sometimes you have a lot of stuff in them. They're heavy. So you don't want to hurt your hands, hurt yourself. Do this. Just get these here. But I love these bins, different colors. It looks good when you're storing them in your garage or your storage shed or storage space. They have the ones that are all color. And your attic, it's nice because when you look up there or look in a room, it's automatically that's Halloween. You're not going through bins going, which ones are Halloween and which ones are Christmas and which ones are Easter and which ones are Valentine's Day. You actually have that color denotes that's what that is. That's why I love that. To me, organizing for James Lott Jr. and Super Organizer is all about making it simple and easy. I always have a saying, professional organizers are the laziest people in the world. Think about that for a second, you'll get it. But these bins are great. And I'm going to show you something. This thing here, these are folding drawers. You can get them anywhere. They're like $4.99. Get them anywhere. And they're sturdy. This one smells new. I shouldn't be sniffing this, I guess. But these are great. So if you have cubed areas and even for kids because they're sturdy and they're easy to wash off and stuff, these can be good too. If you don't have a lot of stuff and you have enough to fit in just one of these, you fit everything in here. And then in the little drawers you can buy also, store them up. I love these. These are really great. They really are not. I saw some of these at a 99-cent store. And they're all the same fabric. Nothing crazy. Yes, there's big fancy ones, of course, but these are all they're good. I love those. So, but you want to determine first I mentioned bins because everybody goes to bins first. Don't buy anything if you don't know what you have or how much you have. Because you can buy and then you're just like, I have all these bins, use them properly or they don't get used. You want to know what you have first. So one of the things I always say first is find out what it is you have. All the Halloween, decor for outside. If you have little fake cobweb stuff, hats, costumes, all that stuff, figure out what you have. And that will actually determine what size you need of a bin or two. And so you should do that first. I'm all about, and this is another tip for all organizing, grouping items. Group all like things together. If you have garden stuff that goes in the garden, like I do, I have things that say "boo-tacular" and it's like a stick. You put it in the ground. Those things, group them together. Little tiny figurines. If you collect a night before more Christmas stuff, which my daughter does, you would all group all that together. Jars like this, you group all that stuff together. So because you want to pack it away in a nice, neat way. Another thing after that is, I'm a big fan of bags. Yes, these bags come in different sizes. IKEA has one. Ziploc has one where it has a date and contents. These things are nice because they're sturdy and they're durable. They last for a while. I'm big on recycling and being careful with the environment, but you get these, it holds things together. So all that fake cobweb stuff, put it in one of these bags. Don't let it lay around because it gets everywhere. So you put it together and you have it all here. You have any pins or hooks or things that you use to hang stuff up, put them all in a Ziploc bag. Also, it's easier when you put them in bags because they actually store better. They're less bulky than having boxes. So sometimes you have nails and things that you use, put them in a Ziploc bag. Any kind of cords, put them in a Ziploc bag. Certain costumes, accessories, put them in these bags. This one's not a Ziploc bag. Actually, it was funny. So sometimes when you buy clothes in some stores, they come in little sacks and stuff. Sometimes it's underwear, t-shirts, things with like a tank top or something at Uniqlo, I think that's what it was. And it completely can be reused. And then you put bow ties that are themed for Halloween, all kinds of things. You put them in these things or certain shirts. I love this idea, and I use it all year round when it comes to Ziploc bags because you push the air out of them, of course. You make sure all the air is out of them, and they're great for grouping stuff and having things together. So when you unpack everything, it's not just everywhere. And if you put it in boxes fall apart too, folks. Boxes do deteriorate. They bend in, they crush, all kinds of stuff. This stuff is good. Good. Now, one thing I would say, if you have any, this is not really for Halloween because Christmas has balls, but if you have any Halloween stuff that's kind of sensitive or easily breakable, wrap them up first. Of course, wrap them up. And then some, they're small enough, still put them in a bag, but wrap them up really nice and neatly and put them in there. I think it's the whole thing. Costumes. I'm a big believer of the roll your clothes method. I use it for travel. I use it in my own closet. In my own drawers. I roll my shirts. I roll my pants. For like this taco costume, I can roll it up and you can place it in there and it doesn't take up a lot of space.
But doesn't that turn it into a burrito?
But up bumps. Totally. That's Steven in the booth. But so you roll it up and you completely save space. And believe it or not, it keeps it unwrinkled. Is that a word? Yes. It helps with wrinkling. And so that's something that I do regularly, but also for space reasons. Because again, you want to buy a big, giant bin and you only need like half of it. You waste space. So you want to buy the bin that fits your size. And that's something that's really, really good. Also one more thing for the collapsible bins. They're good for indoors and for crafts and stuff. Let's make sure I say that. But you want things that are sturdy because chances are you're going to use these year after year. And now also, hopefully after Halloween, anytime around, when you're pulling stuff out and afterwards, you're looking for broken items, torn items, things that are falling apart. Throw them away, of course. Recycle, whatever you have to do with those, of course, to get rid of that. Some things need batteries. Did you know that? You can't throw away batteries. That's e-waste. But the ones that do work, again, Ziploc bags. Everything stays in place. And I always say, roll the costumes. I always say put everything heavy first. Anything that's heavy and big on the bottom, and then all lighter stuff on top. And I like actually putting the costumes in between, the ones I'm going to reuse, in between stuff so it doesn't get dirty and it stays on top. Yeah, make sure also be careful if you have things that shed, things that shed or kind of come apart, make sure you're careful with your stuff. Now, as always, I'm always telling you how to get rid of stuff. And that's one of the things. Costumes. Don't hold on to costumes or you're never going to use it again. I know it's hard, but you can't. Especially with kids' costumes. If you don't have a younger sibling that might wear it, don't save it. Here's a couple places I always talk about giving it to. Schools, after-school programs, community centers. A lot of times they have departments where they do drama classes and things and put on productions. Some of it, depending on your costume, could work for that. So donate it there and let them handle it, and they can then maybe use it for something else. And of course, you go to thrift stores and stuff, because every year every thrift store usually has a Halloween section, and so you can do it there. But I always think about schools, churches, things that put on productions and stuff. Sometimes those things really are good for you, but don't hold on to them, because with kids, as you know, every year could be something different. There's some tried and true ones like princesses and princes and things like that, and witches, vampires, but some of them are when they're specifically themed, like a character in a hot movie that year. A lot of times by the next year, they're not going to wear it again. They're done. So pass it on. Don't hold on to it. Pass it on. Now, another big tip, and one of the last tips I'm going to give you, what I love is when you're storing all of these holiday bins, I always say store them in order of the year. So start from January to December, and you store each of the color bins in order of the holiday. And so just go in order. Again, you want to make things super simple. You don't have to think about it. You're like, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, we use that one, then we use that one, and just keep them in order. And always put them back where they were from. It's always easy to take down, pull out, but then put back. People are like, oh, I'll just put it over here. Don't do that. Take the time to put it back where you found it. You've heard that from your parents. I was like, put it back where you found it. I'm a big proponent of that.
Do you think there should be a day each year for Christmas takedown and for Halloween takedown to make sure? Because like for Christmas, it's like you'll put away certain things, but then you want to keep your tree up for 3 more months. Or for Halloween, you're like, yeah, but I want to just leave these up because I'm just kind of tired. I won't get 2 weeks to do it. Like, do you need a day each year to keep yourself to a schedule?
It's funny. So I did a video on my own JLJ Media channel on Halloween trees. That's a new trend. Steve, I don't know if you've seen them, Steven. People are decorating their Christmas trees as Halloween.
I have not.
Okay, it's crazy. My video, I show examples in my video, JLJ Media on YouTube. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it, but what they're doing is they're pulling out the Christmas tree early because they want it up anyway, and they're decorating it for Halloween. So then when Halloween is over, they just take all the Halloween stuff off and put up the Christmas stuff. Now, some cultures, like, for the Spanish culture, we do the Day of Epiphany, which is in early January. So the trees stay up until like January 6th or 7th. So a lot of times that's a date. You just wait until like the second week of January, and then you tear them down. As actual dates, you do Three Kings, this whole big festival thing. I don't know. I'm that's a good question. I'm not sure. I don't know if I have a stance on that. I think you want the Christmas cheer, put it up when you want to, I guess. I mean, put it up when you want. I always say I'm a person who likes putting it up before Thanksgiving. Because Thanksgiving is the first holiday that usually family come over, and everybody's over. And so I like the Christmas tree up by then. So that would make it, that's the 4th Thursday of every November. So I would say maybe the mid-November, put them up. Because to me, it's like you want to have them up as long as you can in a sense because trees are expensive, especially if you get like a living tree. Now, those of you guys who have the faux trees where you pull them out and you put them together, of course, and those can be expensive too sometimes. So I know a lot of people want to get the use of their tree the longest they can. And for me, because I had a living tree, the last time I did a tree that was living, I planted it in my yard. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see my Christmas tree is growing in front of my house. And we used to do that every year. I used to get living trees and plant them in yards. So the trees were out there and they would grow and they continue and they grow. Yeah, nice pine or fir or whatever they called. After that. But I don't know. I don't have a date. I just know everybody's very different. I feel like if it's February and your tree is still up, you need to take it down. We're not having any trees by Valentine's Day. But with this new thing of decorating trees per holiday, I don't know. Maybe it's a new trend. You have your tree up all year long. I don't know. I don't know if I feel how I feel about all of that. That's a little weird. So it's kind of crazy. So those are your organizing tips for Halloween. You want to make sure that you get you find out what you have first. Then you get the right size bins to go with all your stuff. Color coordinate the bins. Make sure they're orange or even brown. I guess brown could be too, but orange. Why not orange? And then pack everything, heavy things in the bottom, costume stuff in the middle, and light things on top. And just store them in a place that's safe. Those are your tips for that. Now I always leave you with something. And this one is just really simple. Be very careful out there when you're doing trick-or-treating, when you're out there for Halloween. There's all kinds of crazies out there, so be very careful with the candy and with things that you get. Make sure you inspect everything. Be careful of the neighborhoods you're in, that you just have an eye out, go in groups. Be kind to everybody, be kind to each other, of course. And enjoy, people love Halloween. Enjoy the Halloween spirit and get ready for Christmas. I'm James Lott Jr., Super Organizer, and you can follow me at the Super O on Twitter and the Super Organizer on Facebook. My blog, it's just 5 years old, almost 6. In January, I'll be 6 years old. The superorganizeruniverse.com. I have a radio show every Monday morning, and I've had it. It's turning 5 years old next year, and I got to do something big for that, obviously. And that's the SOS show with James Lott Jr. I have great guests in the industry, also people not in the industry, but I give great tips on how to organize all kinds and parts of your life, productivity, life management, time management. I love doing that show, and that's on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spreaker.com. You can find that there. Follow the Christmas 24/7 channel. Follow us. We have other programming. Follow them. Follow me. Follow us. If you have any tips or any suggestions, comments, subscribe, comment, rate. Rate me 5 stars. Give it to me. And tell what you think and all the different programming that's on here, because it's Christmas 24/7. And it's Halloween occasionally, too. I'm James Lott Jr., and I'll see you next time. Have a happy Halloween and a Merry Christmas.
From Chairman Elves, Kevin Undergaro, and Maria Menounos, we would like to thank you for tuning in. Until next time, do your best to make every day Christmas. Ho, 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 ho!
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!